Hello, welcome, and thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon subscribers. This month we have probably the most current thing we will ever do. We are literally doing a watch along for a pay per view that happened 2 days ago at time of recording. So we are joined today by me. Hello. We have Mr. White.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Wonderful. And back again for another NXT watch along. Mr. Welling, how the devil are we, sir?
Very, very well. Thanks, Mr. Lacey.
Wonderful. So we're not going to fuck about. We are just going to crack into this. So we are at the 21-second mark on the network. We've just done the now, then, and forever section, and we will pause now for you to have a moment to get that in, and then we will do a count in. And when we do the 3, 2, 1 and play, we will then crack into NXT Takeover War Games 2018. 3, 2, 1, and play. And we open up with footage of the War Games cage, which to me still should have a roof on it. I'm old school, to me that is what War Games should be. It should have a cage, but I am massively looking forward to the Undisputed Era versus Pete Dunne, War Machine, and Ricochet. That should be an awesome one. And then another.
Oh, you mean Raw Raiders?
Oh,
The
okay.
Raiders, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remembered that old name.
Yeah, I think everyone still calls them War Machine. In fairness, like the only people who don't are NXT lifers, or WWE lifers.
So right off the bat, throw it out there, all three of us going into this completely spoiler-free. So I have no idea what's going to happen tonight on the show. We're watching it as live, except being in the UK, we were not going to do that on Saturday night.
No.
Though Hanson and Rowan, they do just make me feel good about men with massive beards battering people. There's just something about that pleases me.
And I do love me some Pete Dunne. Right, I'm gonna get it in early.
And I'm a big cruiserweight guy, so of course I love King Ricochet. So we're all good.
Sounds like we're looking forward to the main event.
Yes, though to be fair, Baszler versus Kairi Sane should also be awesome, because that's another one of those that's just been epic the last few matches they've had.
Well, we've only got a 4-match show.
Well, yeah. Johnny and
there's normally 5 matches on
a
takeover.
So War Games is normally fairly big. You got Johnny and Aleister Black, which surprisingly going into this wasn't a match that I thought I'd ever want to see, but I really do. I love this angry, horrid Gargano that's come out.
The passive aggressiveness is fantastic. If you follow him on Instagram and things like that, he is really, really great in his newfound role.
It's weird, isn't it? Like he was so beloved 12 months ago, and now, like, it's just such a weird. No, you wouldn't even
so
think.
Well.
I do think they've. I mean, they'll probably get there one day. I'm not sure, but like, there was a moment in like pure babyface Gargano beating Ciampa for the belt that you've probably blown. Like, you'll never get to that level of beloved again. But I have no idea what they're going to do.
I think they still will try and make that the NXT WrestleMania match. I've just got a feeling that they'll try that. If I had to, I obviously have no idea what's going to happen tonight. But if I had to bet, I would say Black beats Gargano, knocks some sense to him, and Gargano basically said, "Okay, what the hell have I done? What have I become? And I will do all my best to become the man you loved before." And that will be the guy who beats Ciampa.
They kind of done the redemption storyline with Johnny, though, haven't they? Like, after Ciampa first got injured, he went on this sort of like high profile losing streak, and like they did the kind of like he was like a storyline about like what he was thinking about giving up kind of thing, and like I don't know. I don't know if you'll ever get the magic in the bottle to the extent you had earlier this year. We'll see.
This is the one
thing is,
of
I would
other
quite
issue
happily
of like.
I'd probably happily take both the heel Gargano and Ciampa, take them up as a tag team, and have just evil DIY.
No. Can't have Gargano and Ciampa kind of like reuniting after.
Oh, here we go.
Bro,
Bit of Matt Riddle.
Bro.
See, this is
Morrow. This is not enough format.
I do love Riddle, and there was a XWA show that I was at because one of my mates runs it. So I got in early, and I was just there chatting to Riddle. He is as cool and as laid back and as bro as he comes across on TV.
At a Revolution Pro show once at York Hall, the main event was him versus Shibata for the title, and it was absolutely sensational. So I'm very much looking forward to this. So we've got a bit of Matt Riddle.
Is it going to be Ono, or is it going to be?
Well,
Sullivan,
Ono's normally
Keith
who
Lee?
they put people in early against, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been building up the Ono match, but that was meant to be. They were doing that for Wednesday's NXT.
This better not be a promo, otherwise we're kind of screwed here.
It's probably a promo. He's got a mic.
Damn it.
Right. This is where we break with the rules and slightly. I put the sound on so I can hear what he says. And he uses the immortal words of just bro.
Bro.
I don't even need to have the sound on to hear that.
No, so there you go. I'm not having a match.
This is.
We got that excited, and now it's just.
He's just yakking. We're not getting him kicking someone's head in. Oh, he's calling out Ono.
Talk amongst yourselves, lads.
Oh. So, what's he up to?
Not to get in the way here, but the tan on that referee's face is rather distracting.
He has been tangoed.
He's going to Ono out in both rings. So just called him out. So are we getting a match? Don't really understand. He just said we've got a match on Wednesday.
Well, out comes Cassius. I will quite happily watch Riddle just smack someone up. It's fine. Oh, Ono is basically saying that he doesn't want to go.
This gives him something to do.
Ring the bell. Here we go. We are in a match.
Well, this is what? 2 hours and 45 minutes. So hopefully you get some minutes out of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. We do normally have a 5-match show, so here we go. Here's the 5th match.
Yeah.
Oh, big knee.
And
oh, fuck's sake.
That's got to be about 5 seconds.
Captain Ono just no-selling that finisher and Sal was getting up at 3.
Oh, God's sake. Try and get her. Well, I don't know what to think about that.
Are they literally just building up the match for Wednesday? Is that it?
I don't know, because the thing is, if this had been, if they've taped it how they taped the one we were at, the next week's show was taped beforehand.
Yeah, they do normally do
wouldn't
that.
Have, I can't imagine they'd have done that, pulled the promo and then done it again anyway.
The crowd did boo, though, when they said, I'm not going to wrestle tonight, as if they hadn't seen him yet.
Yeah.
Ono's doing a great sell job, to be fair, of the flash knockout.
And the king of the bros.
Yeah. He's done that before a couple of times. I remember him having a match with Trent Seven at Progress, and he knocked him like out in the straight knee as soon as the bell rang. So it's a good way to put him over, I guess. But poor Ono.
Though, isn't that what he's there for? Is
I know,
to be a
but,
legitimate guy for them to beat on the way in.
I know, but part of me still wants him to have like a proper 20-minute match with someone like Riddle or Keith Lee or anyone like that, just so we can see some.
Yes,
it's the thing. I watch NXT now, and sort of all the names that are coming in and stuff, and you're just like, this is basically all the best people from every indie promotion in one place at once with high-end production.
Yep. Except for Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. And they're two Brits as well, so come on.
See, I don't mind Ospreay, but I'm not a fan of Zack Sabre Jr.
I think we do need to have somebody out in the indies, kind of, otherwise there'll just be nothing left. Here we go.
Kairi Sane.
Oh, so we're going straight into the women's title match, the 2 out of 3 falls.
What have you guys thoughts on the previous matches that these girls have had?
Yeah, I really, really like it. The one at Evolution was very, very sensible, very clever how they did it. It kept Shayna looking brutal all the way through, even on the one when she lost, because obviously she lost by the case of being in a submission hold and it being rolled through. So you've got Kairi, the plucky little underdog, but still puts a fight in.
I was surprised that Baszler won the belt back at Evolution. I wouldn't be surprised if we had another title change here.
I've got Shayna to keep the belt.
Have you really? See,
yeah.
Now,
I can just see her coming up soon.
Now, see, this is the match I know the result for. It got spoiled, so I'm not going to say anything for this.
Fair enough.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
But the thing is, what I would have expected, if they were going to bring Shayna up, I would have thought they'd have done it for Survivor Series, because the perfect time to do Horsewoman versus Horsewoman would have been Survivor Series.
So here's the thing. So I know nothing about NXT, this show, but I do know all the Survivor Series results. Is anyone you two cool with me spoiling those, or do you?
I know the results, so I'm all good.
Chris?
And I might watch it at some point if enough people say it's actually worth a watch.
Well, I will just say vaguely, for those of you who know, the angle at the end of the women's match, the women's singles match, like now would be the time to bring Shayna up.
Fair enough.
That's what I would think. So that, having watched them the wrong way round, this is why I think Shayna's more likely to be up first. But we shall see.
I think these two are just probably the best women's characters NXT I've had since Bayley, really. They're just so good. Yeah.
So I look at what they've got coming through and some of the women that are in the Mae Young and stuff. They've got enough that if either of these two or even both of them go up, there's enough to fill that void. It's not like a few years ago when Sasha, Charlotte, and all that all went up and left just Bayley until Asuka turned up and until Nia turned up. They were a little bit thin on the ground. I think they've already got a lot of good quality women's wrestlers sat there to come straight in and fill up NXT.
And you've got a good mix as well of like the big names, like the big indie names like Io Shirai and Toni Storm, but also guys like Lacey Evans, who've really gone well, kind of come up to the system as well. So I like to think they've got some good stuff here. I don't think I don't know what Kairi I'll shut up because I know the result. So
the problem with Kairi Sane is she goes up, she gets ruined because she gets Shinsuke'd or Asuka, where Vince doesn't know what to do with an Asian person. that isn't make them token. I really hated the fact that he did that to both Shinsuke and Asuka. They spunked Asuka's fucking undefeated streak and then did nothing with her losing it. If I would have been fine with her losing it if, the next month she gets the win back and, she may not have been undefeated still, but she's still the champ. But they've just ruined Asuka since Mania.
Yep. Completely agree with that. And realistically,
so off to a decent start straight away.
2 out of 3 falls, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward. I think, as I said, they've been characters-wise, they've been the best since Bayley, but I'm not sure. I actually not been too big a fan of their matches. I think they've been very, very good. I just don't think they've been great. And some Asuka matches and obviously all the 4 Horsewomen matches were great. So I'm hoping this is a trumps everything that they've had before.
But that's just a thing of when you have so much good stuff that you can't always have solid gold every time. But every match these two have had against each other, I've enjoyed. I've liked, I liked them going back to when they had that match to the Mae Young and stuff.
Oh, I've enjoyed all of them. I just, it's just you got to compare them to, the 3 eras really of the NXT Women's division, and it's just you got they have obviously the characters more than the matches a minute, and that's just the way it is.
So, Kari's taking an early advantage. Oh,
who's these?
Oh, straight away.
Oh, it's the other 2.
The Horsewomen.
16 minutes in, we're straight into the other Horsewomen.
I mean,
oh, come on, there we go.
See,
no, here we go. First fall already.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sure.
Well, Kari's fighting out of it. I don't know why you do that.
No, it's locked on. Yeah. That's it.
There we go. Quick tap out, save your energy. Come on. There we go. Any of you guys know how good these other 2 are in terms of their in-ring, how they're coming along, or is it just still too early at the minute?
The blonde one, because I can never remember their names.
It's Duke and Marina Shafir. I can't. Jessie Duke? Not Jessie.
Jocelyn Duke or something like that, yeah.
Not. Oh my god.
No.
I was going to say the blonde one is, from what I've seen, is fairly decent. Raw, but has definitely got the potential and seems to have the basics. As for the dark-haired one, I've not really seen much of her, so I don't really know. But both of them have obviously got a definite upside of who they are. And
oh, jeez.
The legitimate background side of it.
But just imagine if they do become half decent and we do get all 4 of them on the main roster at one time. Let's get our time traveling machine and go back into 2014 and go to MMA fans. Yeah, you do realize that all 4 of these girls are actually going to turn out to be WWE wrestlers in 4 or 5 years' time, right? And they will piss themselves. Joe Rogan will probably, have a semi-heart attack, and if we'd said all of this stuff to him right then.
Well, it's that thing of it surprised me how well Ronda has done so far. Yeah, I know that she has been slightly protected and doesn't do a full schedule, but everything that she's done has been entertaining. I would say that the match between her and Angle, Hunter, and Stephanie was the best match at Mania.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm more impressed with the fact that she's basically she's effectively a full-timer. And I had it in my head that she would be
What, Brock?
Almost as Lesnar. Not quite Lesnar, because like let's face it, no one's
She's
that
on
much of
every
a
pay per
douchebag.
view. She barely misses a Raw. She works a handful of house shows. I saw her at a house show in London.
I was going to say, I know she did a few of the European dates. So, you know, she is doing it full time, and you know, she was there putting the shifts in at the performance center. So it wasn't just I'm too big for this.
Yeah, good on her. Really, really good on her. But I know she's a bit of a iffy person for the.
1, 2.
Oh, I'm a little bit behind you guys because
I'll pause for 1 second. I'm back.
So, Shayna with some big old stiff kicks.
Sounds like I'm in line with you now.
I think
Just brawling at the minute.
Yeah.
Throwing down.
already now is the elbow strike trade off, and we've got a full settle. I suppose.
At that point, isn't that when Meltzer starts throwing out stars? If you start doing, you know,
I would like to eliminate that spot from wrestling for at least a couple of years. Just leave it to get its like actual relevance back for a little tiny little wee month. Oh, hello. Do a Big E spear for it?
Oh, no. On the apron here. What are you doing here?
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So,
well, we can all tell who's now ahead a little bit.
So Kyrie just suplex attempt
into a brainbuster onto the apron.
It's like a brainbuster spike DDT.
That was
brutal.
Thing of beauty and just
oh my god,
horridness at the same time.
Oh,
she lands on her neck. That's it.
That was probably very, very safe, but looked absolutely spectacular. Oh,
yeah. I mean, is the ref gonna give Shayna a fall for like stop dodging these kicks and you win a fall by DQ?
just top rope crossbody coming up.
If she doesn't fall backwards.
Oh shit!
Elbow.
I'll get in the ring and get a count out. Hurry up.
Yes, go on, Pirate Princess. Get back in. That's what I don't get with these sort of matches. You know, if it's 2 out of 3 falls, take a cheap first fall.
If this was Iron Man, it probably would make more sense. You know.
Elbow.
And
yes,
that elbow
drop
is awesome.
Awesome, isn't it?
And 1-1.
Yes.
Bang. Okay.
So how far in are we? Like, we've had 2 falls. Not long over 5?
No, it's been more than that. I think.
Well, we're at 22 minutes, so we've probably had about 10 minutes this match.
10 minutes in, all right.
Well, it's been all right.
I'm going to start timing. Not specifically, but just like note the minute when a match starts. Oh.
She does a very good spear too, as well.
Yeah, she's awesome, isn't she? She's really.
Yeah, she is. Right, isn't she one of the, I don't know my Japanese women's wrestling, but isn't she like one of the big 3 who Meltzer was saying like, oh, she's one of the best 3 workers in the world, and I'm including men in it or something like that.
I know she was of that ilk, that she was sort of seen at the same point where Asuka was a few years ago, where it's like one of these 2 is too big to be in Japan. You know, they were sort of a bit wasted just being Joshi girls.
And now Asuka's going, take me back, please.
Though, to be fair, Asuka probably just wants to go back to NXT.
So I think all of Triple H's boys and girls want to go back to NXT in some way or shape or form, really.
Yeah.
The only one who doesn't.
Or just...
Charlotte's fine. Like, Samoa Joe's probably like, I'm all right.
I think Becky's okay now.
Oh, yeah, well, she's the man, obviously. So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But yeah, as soon as Vince gets away and Hunter can take over the main show, the better. Because if NXT is anything to go by...
Well, Evolution is it? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
hello.
Hunter has an idea of what fans want to see.
2? No. Well, even Evolution, well, that was produced by the NXT crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
By
was
the
gonna say
count. So, and that
it was
that's
Steph and Trips, wasn't it, that was doing all of that.
yeah, and that's been the best show of the year, arguably, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go to Brian Alvarez and Wrestling Observer Radio on the show really, but he is right when he says like the main roster is all about like it's heat, isn't it? Like they just every angle is about getting heat. It's so rare you get like a happy ending or a payoff or something crowd pleasing. Because NXT,
hello.
you get
Dakota
that all
Kai's
the
down.
time. Yeah, NXT is you get that happy ending, and you get the like. How often do the fans leave happy, or like it's
It
a different
makes sense
booking
as
mentality?
And if you don't get the happy ending, the bad guy goes over, it at least makes sense.
And you always have faith that it will lead somewhere, and one day become a happy
Oh,
ending.
hello.
Here we go.
Shari. Okay.
Shari's is that a moonsault off the back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Moonsault.
just.
Jesus,
Oh
that's
my
a
God,
beautiful moonsault.
And that was the GIF I've also seen before the show.
Elbow for the win. Oh, she's caught.
Wonderfully caught.
1, 2, 3.
And 3.
Oh.
That is an awesome finish.
Oh man.
Catching her.
Chris, I'm so sorry. You sound so deflated.
I thought she was gonna win it. I don't know. I wanted, especially when the other two came out. I was like, okay, they've introduced them now on like TV as like they're with Shayna. Like she's gonna drop the belt, but the three of them will go up to Ronda. But no.
But nope. Well, she might do a Kevin Owens. You never know.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, KO.
Another one where it's all gone a bit wrong for him.
Well, his knees are fucked, so
I think they got a lot out. Like in a Vince McMahon book promotion, that went as well as it was ever going to. I would say the Kevin Owens, like he wasn't a joke, and I think considering his physique, I take that as a win. Like,
I was like.
Just watching this moonsault again.
This moonsault is unbelievable. That was a great match.
Yeah, well, that was probably the best of the lot. Well, I don't know.
2 out of 3 Falls matches aren't always that good.
No, I think the finish is spectacular, but I thought the finish at Brooklyn was pretty special as well. So
yeah,
they've had a very good series of matches. I love that. That Carrie's facial nerves, and she's like, "I'm actually trapped. I actually can't kick out when I'm going to lose."
Yeah.
Who's next for Shayna then?
Well,
one of the other two, maybe.
We've already done
Dakota, but
as long as it's not Tony Storm, I can't stand Tony Storm.
Oh, whoa! Really?
I have to ask why.
Oh, I just don't like her. I've never been able to get into any of her matches. I don't know. I can't put a finger on why, but I
love Tony Storm. I can't. Oh, I was gonna say Tony Storm. It's got to be. She won the Mae Young.
Tony Storm makes sense because of winning the Mae Young.
I know it makes sense. I just don't like watching her matches. I find her.
Is it wrong that part of me wants to watch the Marine 6 just to see how bad it is?
Yes.
I was gonna.
I haven't watched one since the first one, but the fact it's got Shawn in it and Becky in makes me just want to see how bad it can be.
Nice little Survivor Series promo here. I wonder what will happen.
Of heel Daniel Bryan as well.
I can't believe that.
I don't mind it because he has been so flat. Surprisingly flat since
I'm not against it, but if you told me like the night when it was announced he was coming back, that by November he'll be so flat that a heel turn makes sense, I'll be like, oh, well they got that very wrong.
Thoughts on Motionless in White, Lacey?
They're all right. But there's something we do have to know about. Stoner Puck with his little dog.
That's a great dog.
Which he normally wears on a backpack in front of him.
I've never seen the dog.
How have you not seen the dog? There's just
I've never seen the dog. What's he doing?
you need to watch the Raw 25 24-hour thing. Or it's amazing. Just Shawn Mike or X-Pac turning up at the Manhattan Center with this dog strapped to his chest as he goes around and speaks to everyone. It's amazing.
They're not doing the men's title next, are they?
It's a bit hammered.
No.
A bit hammered, isn't it? I think they are.
No, here we go.
Aleister Black and Gargano.
Here's the match.
Mr. Black, Johnny Gargano. This should be great.
Kick his head in, Alistair. Has Johnny Gargano got a Venom jacket?
That is Venom inspired, yeah.
Topical, at the very least.
This is a great promo.
It is a great promo. Well, very good promo. I'm not sure it's great, but I just want Woody Regal now to do a Troy McClure in that Simpsons episode. All throughout the summer, NXT Universe was asking who shot Mr. Black. Then they found out it was Johnny Gargano.
The thing that I did confuse me is why they just chucked Nikki Cross into this.
Yeah.
Is that, have you literally got nothing for her anymore?
In fairness, it's better than her doing this and just being Sanity's cupbearer in whenever they're used once a month on SmackDown.
I was going to say, have they actually even made their debut on SmackDown yet? Because I've not.
They have, but I literally think they've been used 3 times, and I don't think they've won yet. I think they
won one match ever since being called up.
Because I was going to say, because they made that big old thing of them going up, and there was vignettes and stuff running for it, and it just didn't happen.
This whole storyline has been great, though. It was all there in front of us, and yet the majority of people still didn't think it would be Johnny. All the clues were there, but we just didn't piece it together.
It was done perfectly. If it wasn't him, it would have made sense, and if it was him, it would have made sense. They've absolutely nailed the storytelling aspect.
It is one of those of that they've done it so well, and it makes sense as well. The fact that he lost it, and he's had to turn to the dark side, and then perfect thing to do with Aleister as well, because he didn't have much going once they took the title off him. But yeah, this should be massively hard hitting and an awesome match.
Do you get predictions?
Black.
I'm going, Aleister.
I'm gonna go Aleister Black as well. But I wanted to say Johnny Gargano because I feel like if you're going to tell me that Aleister Black comes out on Raw tonight, I would believe you. So it would make sense for him to lose on his way out of NXT, but the story.
Oh God, the weird Titantrons as well.
I do like that top though. Very interesting Punisher style-y.
Yeah.
If you do that as a t-shirt, I might buy it. But
if he might embrace Tommaso Ciampa's heel work and not put his t-shirts on sale for 6 months.
Yeah.
So he might have to wait.
Or just do a full Ciampa and just not do anything.
Oh God, this is so such a douchebag.
But that's a perfect heel. He's so good. It works so well.
So he's arguably more annoying. Jesus. I got distracted there. I really shouldn't have, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what.
Hmm. Oh God! Just want to punch him in the face, don't you?
It makes me sad though. Like they could have kept him pure babyface. Like I don't
Well,
know. You're never gonna get that back.
well,
He
to
was so
quote
over.
Christian Bale, you either die a hero or you live long enough yourself to become the villain, and he's unfortunately gone too far.
Yeah.
Though the thing is, he could have been, the proverbial forever babyface.
Just in NXT.
But half of the point of NXT is that they can flip flop and do a little bit and pieces and sort of experiment with characters. Who's to say that he doesn't come out of this and we all go, he's one of this generation's greatest heels?
Well, I'll tell you why that won't happen. Because Vince McMahon's going to be booking him, and he's about 5'8".
That is true.
This is a great entrance every time. I like it.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
I'm liking the
Amazing thing.
Darth Maul jacket there with the bones. And I absolutely adore this song.
It's a great song, isn't it? Yeah. That's another guy I actually think if they could do quite well on the main roster with him, because it's Vince's, fantastic. He does kind of get behind. He's got a big of a bump on his head though.
You say that, but then look at what they did with Finn.
I was just
and
about
they
to say,
fucked that up.
To me, he has as much potential as Finn did, and that didn't go well.
Yeah, but the difference with him and Finn is that Finn brings that out every so often, but this is Black's normal.
That's true. Yeah.
This is Black's normal entrance. Like the Undertaker doesn't, he comes out like that every single week. He doesn't, bring out the dark side entrance for WrestleMania. This is just part of the course.
So you're basically saying that we should take Alistair to be the new goth guy on the main roster?
Potentially, as long as they don't do a Bray Wyatt on him, then it's all right.
See, the problem with Bray was that they made him wrestle every week. If they'd have been sensible with Bray, he was one of those that's very much a less is more.
Oh yeah. Never pulling the trigger on him either. Like there were a couple of moments where you thought, okay, if you do it now, he could be your top heel for a couple of years, but never happened.
He's just not on TV anymore, is he? He's just
no, because he put him in Matt Hardy, didn't he? And Matt had to retire, so they're now probably thinking, okay, what the hell do we do with him? Because you can't make he's pretty boring as a face, and they've done Eater of Worlds, Spider Walker to death. So
I went to a one-off live event in London in August, and he was there as like a surprise and just came out as a babyface. But like
oh dear,
no, same entrance and shtick as always, but worked as a babyface.
Don't hit Black, you're gonna get fucked up, mate.
Though I think you in the main roster will quite happily take the stiff kicking that Black will give, because you can imagine what an Orton would be if he had to fight Black. He would whinge about being hit.
Oh, I had it in my head that Black is going to go to Raw like since day one. I can't see him on SmackDown. I just think he fits Raw more. I don't know why, but that's good. Chicken shit Gargano again.
Oh, he's mocking.
Oh,
mocking the pose.
I can't believe he's such a douche. I really can't. Like,
but it's so good.
He is so good, but I didn't think he would embrace the hate this much.
It's one of those of a just so good with how he's doing this, and just think if Cena had have embraced the hate all those years ago, could he have been this good?
I actually do think Cena could have played a really insufferable heel quite well. Oof.
It'd have just been the exact same thing though, except he'd have been raucously cheered.
Mm.
If we're judging a heel by like the ability to get heat, then Cena I don't think could have done that any better than he did by staying as he did.
Mm. Oh, that was very, very clever there by Gargano to just wait for that pose and then jump in and kick him in the head. Johnny Wrestling is awesome.
Arguably rest of the year.
It'd definitely be there or thereabouts. He's been in the feud of the year, definitely with him and Ciampa.
It's hard to say who else it could be. Really, there's not a great deal of other candidates.
Ciampa, obviously. Like
if you're gonna go main roster, you'd probably say Rollins
or Becky, probably. But Becky's really only been for half a year.
Stretching him out. Good to see some good old-fashioned submission rest holds.
Yeah, it's much better than the usual chin lock, isn't it? Well, that's nice.
Though, obviously, because it's that sort of time of the year for the pod, I was watching 98 Survivor Series over the weekend with the Little 'em, and I never noticed it, but in the Rock Mankind match, there's a lot of wrist holds.
I haven't seen any of it. Shut up.
Have you not? Were you not there 20 years ago?
I remember having it on VHS, but I can't remember any of it. I obviously know the big happens, but the matches I actually don't remember any of it.
Well, I hadn't watched it in a long, long time, but Will's been watching a lot of the WWF stuff with me as I watch it for the show. And has got sort of an entertainment of how he likes The Rock and Stone Cold and Undertaker and sort of is going.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh.
We're going to get something big? Looks no, just a big old knee lift.
I really have loved Gargano here, just telling the great, like, really good, like, I've got to do everything I can here to avoid these strikes. Because not even, like, Almas and Ciampa have done that, really.
No.
In the big matches that he's had on the singles matches this year. Oh, lovely.
See. He is good. He's black. Yeah, he's one of those.
He's got a lot better as a babyface as well. Like in the last 12 months, really, as well. Like because he's so stoic, but now he's not afraid to kind of do that fist pump to the crowd and try and get them fired up.
Because it was the thing when he was Tommy End, he was a pretty one-dimensional character. Whereas obviously, for the States, he can't just be, he's Dutch and he'll kick your head in.
Probably could get away with that, actually, but I'll credit him because he's lovely.
They've done stuff with him, and I think it's worked so far. As you said, if he ever goes up to the main roster, he is a shoe-in to be new Taker. Vince's, demonic new guy. Let's redo the ministry, and Tommy End is Satan himself.
Oh, we've got that to look forward to the next few months as well, haven't we?
I'm not going to miss not doing the WF show for that.
For God's sake. Looking forward to Dennis Knight matches again. Oh, yay.
It's all right. Give it a couple of
Oh.
years and you get him naked.
Oh, shut up.
No, super duper
nice.
black.
It lands on his
No,
feet.
you can tell that's going to happen. Gargano.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, what a lovely move that was. I thought he no-sold it for a minute and just
Tornado
walked in the ring.
DDT. Oh, awesome move.
They are spiking them those DDTs.
Yeah.
But
remember when that was the finisher and now
yeah.
Remember when the leg drop was a finisher?
Oh, don't remind me of those days, please.
Do you remember when, a spinning toe hold was a finisher?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, you should have gone. When obviously watching a lot of early 80s stuff for Super Bowls when that was going, some of the shit that was finishing moves in those matches.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was a dark time.
Honestly, it is a huge problem that I have going back and watching old stuff because I just can't get into the slow pace in some of it. I really struggle. I'll probably take this more offline, but there are a few matches that everyone loves, but I'm just like, it was all right, it was fine. Please don't hate me for not liking it as much as everyone else does.
Well, this is a safe space, The people that are hearing this stuff here are the sensible ones. They pay the good money to hear things. Go on. So, what is in your list of I don't get it?
Savage Warrior.
What, WrestleMania 7?
Yeah. It's good. It's not anywhere near as amazing as everyone says it is, in my opinion.
See, I really like it, but it was
nice.
because the reverse Rana. Ow, that knee. So I really
reverse Hurricanrana is a move I actually absolutely adore. I could watch that move get done all day, and I love it every single time.
That was a brutal little pair of moves there.
That was an amazing sequence.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm assuming this is awesome chants are going on just now.
Probably.
Because it is.
Warrior Macho Man match at Mania 7, I was 6 when that happened. So I have a lot of reverence for it because it was one of the first Manias that actually it was the second Mania that I'd watched, and I absolutely adored the Ultimate Warrior as a 7-year-old because, who doesn't? So I have a lot of time for that, but that was built up because of me loving the Warrior as a kid. I have gone back to watch a lot of that sort of stuff at that time, and it's all right, but it's not like some sort of stone cold classic that a lot of people say it is. My one that everyone goes on about that's great that I can't stand is the Iron Man match. Bret and Shawn.
Yeah, that's not good either. That's a beautiful movement.
Black just hit about 7 incredible moves in a row.
Yeah.
And
a beautiful snap German for a 2. That was great.
This is just an awesome match just now.
This has been on another level.
Yes.
And you get Johnny selling, which is the best selling probably in the game at the minute. No one does dazed glare like Johnny Gargano.
Have you seen Brock and Brian?
No, oh god. Yeah, but let's stay in comedy.
Oh.
Nice little reverse catch of the kick and turn it into a clothesline.
Just waiting for him to kick his fucking head in. That's all I want after he's been such a douche. Oh, Gargano escape.
Is he going to make him tap?
No. Short answer.
No. Get to 2.
Oh.
See, this is very clever. This is Gargano.
It's just, I've loved that Gargano has clearly done his homework and tried to scout him a little bit.
It was a dart snake eyes.
Launder into the pole.
Embrace the darkness, Johnny.
The pace has just been relentless. Like the amount of counters and little dodges, and it's just
unreal. Yeah. Oh.
Why would you? Oh, he's mocking.
Oh, come on! What a fucking douche.
Stop.
A little bit DIY.
Understand.
He's gonna sit there. Oh,
fucking awesome.
Johnny, give me your best one.
If this might be one of my favourite finishes of all time. If he just lets it. Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
One,
two.
Oh.
If he'd have just sat there and
just taken that first one,
just taken the first one and been pinned, that would have been so good.
Or just taken the first one and they just sat up, and just like looked down and gone, "Is that the best you've got?" Oh, this match has been awesome. This is already sneaking into, some of the better matches of the year. And again, why is it that all the Fed ones have come from either NXT or Evolution?
Or 205 Live. Let's not forget about them.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of 205 Live, so I can't really. And I don't do pre-shows on pay-per-views.
Oh, look, guess what? It's been great since Triple H took over.
I see a running trend there.
Well, that's all I know. That's make the ultimate douchebag and Enzo Amore be our headline for cruiserweights. And oh, Jesus Christ!
I did hear that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Up,
Here's my favorite fucking spot in wrestling. Oh, Jesus! Stop making.
It was original in 1980s in Japan. Oh. Wonderful
Oof.
kick.
No. Why did you do that?
Into a kick, is it?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh, my God.
Catching knee. So, just if you didn't notice that was Gargano going through the ropes, doing a tope, whilst getting caught with a knee in the face.
The only downside to watching this pay-per-view with you lovely gentlemen is that we can't hear Mauro Ranello's commentary.
That is true.
Going absolutely insane, as I can imagine he is doing right now. But
you know what that means, Dan? It means that after we've watched it and recorded it for this, we'll just have to have an excuse to watch it again so we can hear the reactions. I don't see your problem there.
Look, we're getting the Mamma Mia chant, so it's a bit of Mauro.
All right, okay. Oh, right, you're spoiling us with our. You're gonna have to provide running commentary on the chants.
I've got one headphone in for the for the Mauro commentary, so
just cheating.
Oh, don't plead, you douche! Come on.
Just punt him in the face. It's like a proper penalty kick to the face. Is he saying I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Oh God.
To give me the black mass, just do it.
Oh wow. Is he actually just like going? Oh, he's going. He has to duck and hit him with a low blow or something. Oh God, he's pathetic.
Oh, that is awesome.
Told you.
Oh,
it was a shout of thank you as he took the kick.
And this is how Johnny Wrestling gets Wrestler of the Year.
Well, we still got Ciampa over. Oh no! Into the ring. Not gonna have Black tap out, surely.
No,
If Black tap out, then he's up either tonight or tomorrow.
Oh shit! Oh, there we go.
Oh,
that's a beautiful spinning knee.
Oh.
What's that? White mass.
That's broken teeth.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he's doing it with meaning now.
There we go.
Have it. Just have it.
Oh,
see, I always find
he's caught him. Give him another one.
Do you have to, with all the other massively impressive shots that he does? Yes, the Black Mass is an amazing back spin kick, but with all the other knees to the face and everything else.
Oh.
What was he saying? Oh, Jesus!
All right, that one sort of shows why it should be a match ender.
3.
Yeah.
Boom.
That was
awesome. Fucking awesome.
Definitely go out your way and watch that fucker. Oh my god,
I'd say that's one of the best NXT matches of the year, but I mean, you could say that about every Gargano
what's
match.
better than that? What's better than that? Like, first Gargano Ciampa match, the Almas match, like
they're all up there, aren't they? They're all on the same level, I think.
I would say that's on par with them. That was fucking awesome.
That was class.
Well done. Well done.
That literally had everything. What's wrong with it? There was nothing wrong with that match.
Suspense. There was build, character development.
Just so many good spots in it. This Gargano was like, I actually, you can probably tell that I wanted Black to actually kick his head in. So it's just everything, wasn't it? Yes. And, yeah, good old Alistair. Now let's go and win the belt back from Tommaso now. Come on. Because we all know it. Come on, realistically now, it's not going to be Velveteen Dream versus Alistair Black.
Well, I mean, that'd be some good storytelling. That would have come full circle.
Oh, actually, yeah, saying that happened last year.
There's a lot of history there, and you could also do Johnny versus Ciampa again. You've put I had like a 0% chance that Ciampa was going to drop the belt, and now you've put the idea in my head just with that one comment.
See,
he won't.
I don't think you will, but if you think because I don't know if you watched it, but I watched that redo of Tough Enough when Patrick Clark was on there, and I was like, he's got a love of wrestling, which most of them didn't have, but I never thought anything would ever come of him. Obviously, they gave him a deal, and who would have thought that Velveteen Dream would have been what we got from it? He is the true proof of if you've got determination and actually you want to fucking do something, it can work and work so well. Red Cross, I suppose it'll be for the bias, because obviously it's in LA, isn't it? So
yeah,
it is true. America is burning, but remember, the president says that climate change isn't real, and it isn't climate change's fault that we're having extreme weather conditions. But who are we to say that climate change isn't real when you see everything that's going on in the world? But let's get off the political and get back. This is why we don't do current affairs, boys and girls. Nina Strauss there, looking wonderful behind Percy Watson's head, staring off into the distance.
Is that
not
Nina
paying
Strauss?
attention? Yes.
Oh, I didn't know what she looked like.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, I know normally you only ever see her with a guitar in her hand.
Someone to her right has the Braun Strowman Christmas jumper.
All the Christmas jumpers. What one would you want more than one that has Braun's face on it?
Jesus.
So when did that become a thing? The hideous Christmas jumper thing. Yeah, seems to have come out of nowhere the last few years that everyone wears them, and I don't know why. Undisputed Era being awesome as always. Probably Adam Cole there going through the game plan.
It's also one of the heel turns of the year, isn't it? The
Roddy Strong. Yeah. That it's that thing with I will put a massive punt on that the heels will win the coin toss for War Games.
Well, didn't they win the match to determine the order as well?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hadn't seen it. I was just going to go with it's traditional heel rules, isn't it? That the heel will always win the coin toss.
I was going to say traditional War Games rules, really. Just kind of, Look, we all know that the heels win the coin toss. Let's just make it part of the furniture now, okay?
Ciampa. He was one of those, if I didn't think I'd ever want him to be champion and what he would do, but he's come back and just been amazing.
Yeah. And there's a guy as well that, he wasn't a huge indie name, compared to Cole and, Mal Matt Riddle and Austin Aries that they brought in. And he's just kind of he's benefited from just a really well-told story, and he's grabbed every opportunity he could.
He feels more homegrown than any of those big sort of signings, doesn't he? I know they did come in with a little bit of buzz, tight, but him and Gargano definitely feel more homegrown star than a lot of other NXT talent. Like he's not on. He wasn't like a Kevin Steen, even was he?
No, Finn was a big name. Bobby Roode, Shinsuke.
Because I had seen a lot of Ciampa. Obviously, he'd done a fair few of the UK indies. He was over here quite a bit, so I'd seen him a few times that way, and I knew.
He had exposure, but I don't think the hype level was.
No.
Yeah, he was. To quote Stephanie, he was a B+ indie.
His personal journey is amazing. Have you ever? It's worth seeking out for both you two or anyone else listening to this show. His interview with Colt Cabana on The Art of Wrestling, about sort of a few years ago. I think it's as recently sort of 5 years ago. He was having quite serious battles with mental health issues and suicidal thoughts. I think he survived a suicide attempt and things like that, and then sought help and turned his life around and threw himself back into wrestling and is here now. His personal journey is hugely inspirational. It's definitely worth reading into that story. It's quite something.
Good. No, it's really good to hear that I didn't even know that was happening. So that's
the interview with Colt Cabana. I can't remember what it's a special episode, and he has 3 guests who talk for 20 minutes. One of them's Ciampa, one of them's Kevin Owens, or then Kevin Steen. I can't remember the third one, but they all talk about the harsh realities of
I think it's those two, and I think it might have been Marty DeRosa as well, because I think it was a sort of mental health ish.
Yes,
special. So I mean, they got DeRosa on there because obviously DeRosa was quite open with his struggles.
But that is a sensational episode of that show, and it adds a lot of depth and context to the journey of Tommaso Ciampa, the man. Oh wow, this get up is quite special.
Okay.
For Velveteen Dream.
He's going full Hogan.
He's gone full Hollywood Hogan. What does his top say?
OVR over because obviously this whole thing's
Over.
stream over.
Right. Okay. Come on, Champa.
Well, Hollywood Hogan. I mean, is this a bit controversial? Like I know he came back in
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, but that's kind of like
Though there was a thing earlier in the year where he came out in the red and yellow,
That's true. Yeah.
and he was giving it all the big "I do it better than Hogan," and Hogan then put on Twitter anytime that he wants a manager, he'd manage him. And Velveteen came back and went, "It's all right, I've got this shit."
He's brilliant, isn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone
But-
that literally just had no experience anywhere and only did it because of Tough Enough, he gets it.
he? Is it already like that? Like, I don't know. They've got more out of him than you thought
Oh.
they ever would have done already. Like, and he's what? He's like ridiculously young as well. He's like 23 or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's a guy like I think we all know.
He's
this is
giving it
guy
the full Hogan. Oh my god!
So the thing is, he's one of those. If you put him on the main roster now, he gets ruined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How long does it take this guy to turn into No Way Jose or like Adam Rose on the main roster?
And there'd be none of this either. There'd be none of the sort of playing off as someone else or as someone else's gimmick. Because the only way that happens is if you do a Big Show when Big Show was doing it, or was it McGillicuddy that was doing?
Oh god, Big Show doing Hulk Hogan. I just remembered that
back in like 2003.
Axelmania as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know that only ends one way, and that's badly.
But I think like he's so young that like they could keep him on NXT for another 12 months, 18 months even, and no one would bat an eyelid, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah. And like because not only in age but just in experience, he needs this developmental time, doesn't he? He needs the
Yeah.
He need like he's sensational and like the character side is like on point, but he has good matches, and I'm sure we're about to see another great match, but like he has room for improvement, which he's more likely to achieve in the NXT system than he is on the main roster.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Authors of Pain kind of should have done, where they got called up a little bit too soon, given their experience levels, and
Yeah,
I just don't think they've been used in the right way. I think they've been taken off out the spotlight just so they can keep working on their talent until they can maybe kick on a little bit. But like, oh God's sake, what's he doing? Velveteen's so sunglasses take off there. It's great. But yeah, I'm sorry. As soon as you draw on the power of Hulk Hogan, then I'm going to root for the other guy. Sorry, Velveteen, but
that's more taking the piss out of Hogan, and Hogan probably hates that.
Well, all I'm saying is that we've got a whole Hulk Hogan's now been brought back into the fold, and we've got a black guy paying tribute to him.
Brother,
yeah.
Because we know what that's code for.
I just hope I hope it is him taking the piss out of him. I hope it's like it's a bit uncomfortable for me with the whole thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Though, as I say, I haven't watched it and have no plans to watch it, because if I don't watch it, Shawn Michaels never comes out of retirement. But did either of you watch Crown Jewel?
No.
Nope. Why would I want to watch that shit?
I don't know. Some people are obsessed with wrestling and watch everything.
Well, this is the beauty of television. You don't have to watch everything.
As I said, to me,
especially if it's an event that's caused stock market prices of their shares to drop by 2 points.
Yeah, as I said, if I never see it, it never happens. So as such, Shawn Michaels retired when Undertaker beat him.
Absolutely. Like, it is so inconsequential. It is basically a glorified like exhibitions. Exhibitions aren't canon in my weird view.
So basically, it's like pre-season friendlies. If you score a goal in a pre-season friendly, it doesn't go to your goal count tally.
Yes, exactly.
Wonderful.
Shane McMahon isn't the best in the world, for example, because we all know who that is. You know,
he is the best in the world because he won the World Cup to determine the best in the world.
what a World Cup!
The World Cup that only had Americans.
Yeah.
Well, had a Mexican and a.
No, you keep saying it wrong. It wasn't a World Cup. It was the World Cup to determine the best in the world. You have to get the full name.
In the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm surprised they didn't, put one of their own in to win it. Though, the funniest thing I will say is about that Greatest Royal Rumble, he wanted the Ultimate Warrior, Yokozuna, and there was someone else that was dead as well that he wanted in there. And he was just like, you do know these guys are dead, right? But the king didn't know. It was like, yeah, that tells you everything.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Velveteen there.
Okay.
It's a unique way of riding. See, these two.
The problem is, I think, like, we all know that Velveteen is sports entertainment if he gets it right. He's so entertaining.
Yeah.
But the problem is we just have no faith that the WWE crowd will do him justice, and it's just like, why can't the people who've invested time in him get a chance to book him? Maybe if you just assign an NXT guy to just write for him and then convert with the other writers, just so you got someone who knows the character.
NXT, but is a type of character that could walk out to crickets.
Yeah.
And as soon as it walks out, him of all people, if it goes crickets, then he's screwed, isn't he? Oh, hello.
He's got the Hollywood headband.
Rip it in half. Rip it in half. Rip it in half.
Well, no,
great hair. Great hair as well.
Ciampa's going full Hollywood.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Spoiler alert, I also probably will be nominating Hulk Hogan for every single bad category in the end of the award show as well, just so you know.
That is wonderful.
I'm not going to fight you on that.
I will tell you now, though, that the tag team of the year will be the Dudleys. There is no battling that. Because no one else has had a year like the Dudleys.
You're not going to get any argument from the WWF guy on tag teams.
What, New Age Outlaws, you know? Tell me
See, they're one of those things. I fucking loved the Outlaws when I was a teenager. Going back and watching them now, they don't hold up.
The thing is, even if they were all right,
nice,
it's them versus LOD,
or the Headbangers.
Yeah.
So again, I liked the Headbangers as a kid.
The matches are gonna be shite. So
doing his best Val Venus impersonation. Oh, great job, Keck.
And going all macho with that.
That was very nice.
Yeah. Another macho.
He's got his headband back.
So, Dan, you never did say what the other
overly
loved matches are that you don't like.
It's not like I don't not like them, but I just don't see how they hold up as all-time greats to me.
Oh God, he's just hit the big boot.
No.
He's going for the Hogan the leg drop. Oh dear.
Oh, don't chant yes to that. Who was the guy in the background doing a yes chant?
And there's Macho. Style elbow drop.
It has to be Hogan in disguise. He's gone full Enzo Amore. He's the
Well,
only
no, it
one
can't
popping
be.
for
No,
the
it can't be
Hogans.
full Enzo Amore because otherwise I'd turn up to a random showing to get ejected.
That's
With a
true.
title
Ooh.
belt.
And a shirt that says, "I'm doing great." Are you, mate? All evidence would suggest otherwise.
He's an international rap star.
All I'm saying is that you guys cheered into the rafters 2 years ago. That's all I'm saying. It's all
You're
your
not
fault.
wrong. In NXT, I wanted that title change on that night. He was less of a dick then. Give me that.
Oh,
Yes.
it was less of an obvious dick.
Yeah. He was more irritating.
But so yeah, it was. What else is there then? Or do you have any, Chris? You know, the matches that just you don't get that why people love them so.
Not particularly. I think I do quite. I'm quite good at appreciating a match for its time. Some, like, I don't know. A lot of the times I do have particular preferences. Like, I'm always going to prefer the fast-paced technical match, like we just saw, to a match like this, which is obviously built more towards sort of crowd interaction and heat rather than like the technical frantic spots. But no, I don't. I wouldn't say I have one particular pet peeve when it comes to match type or era of matches.
I haven't seen Hogan Warrior from 6, but I imagine that's a great example of a match that, like, for its time, everyone thought it was this brilliant showdown, and I watch it and it's just a bunch of slow men doing tests of strength for 10 minutes.
I will say, Hogan Warrior 6
okay.
does still hold up for its time because it's them both doing what they did against each other, and it sort of makes sense still. And there is that bit of cunt Hogan with his kicking out at 3 1/4, because of course you can't let anyone get over brother. But
I actually like, this is shocking for me, but I actually don't mind that because I actually kind of wish some more wrestlers would do that because it, like, in kayfabe, like, if you can kick out at 2 3/4, you could kick out at 3 1/4, but you've been pinned for 3 counts, so I
You
don't
don't,
mind
you don't
that.
always have to be beat like
Oh
for the
yeah,
10 count.
for
Like
10 count, yeah.
you,
I'm not saying that, but on
You didn't
certain
have to get up at
matches,
you didn't have to get up at
spit on.
like 3 1/2 and just like go,
oh
oh no, you
gob
son of a
gob
wow.
coming out of his mouth.
That's
That is
vicious.
grim.
Just going through my list of matches that I'm trying to look into.
Oh, this is
This look that's a rest hold that is actually, good.
It's a
Rather than
rest
just
hold
laying
that
on the
looked like a chokehold.
yeah. Like I think
and
the best rest
it
hold I've seen is
transitioned
when
well.
yeah. I think that was a match between Shayna and Kari at Brooklyn, and she was just like torturing her, her ankles and her joints, and it was just like it's a little rest hold, but there's just the way that they sold it, and the crowd are just going insane for it, and that shows you how to do it. You just don't lock in the chin lock and
Just sit there.
whisper in someone's ear whilst the referee's asking him if he wants to give up. Talking about the next sequence. Oh, I'll tell you what. I just thought of a match that, like, I just can't do, like, compared to, and has been ruined for me by, is modern wrestling. It is HBK Razor.
The ladder match?
Yeah, old ladder matches have just not aged well for me, especially that first one. I
The
hate
gloves are
myself for not
coming
liking
onto
it.
someone's
Oh,
bloody.
here we go. Speaking of Sean,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's So I didn't mind.
Oh, stop it, Velveteen.
The WrestleMania 10 ladder match, though the one that everyone forgets about, which is actually better, is the SummerSlam one from like a year and a half later. I thought it was a much more interesting match.
Big Boot.
He's got all Hogan.
Oh god, the Hogan leg drop. Another one.
I actually don't think he does leg drop that well.
No. It's not the most graceful of moves for anyone, really, is it? The standing leg drop. Morrow just said he's hulking up.
No.
So,
wow. Oof, nice spine buster.
That was a good spine buster.
Is that Triple H spine buster?
No, it didn't have the crack in it for a Hunter/Arn spine buster.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that bit more torque on there.
There is definitely the market for the legend ripoff. Like just steal spots from pick 5 iconic wrestlers and just steal their spots.
Isn't that Grado?
I suppose,
or Eugene.
I was about to say Eugene.
Well, on a more serious level, like Velveteen does it, and it's not particularly comedy, is it? It's like,
well, no, I suppose
homage.
It does a lot of
nice.
Macho Man, Hogan, bits of Shawn.
That's what I mean. Like you can do that, and it works to this crowd. It's recognised. Like if he came out on Raw dressed like this and did a leg drop, like people would laugh.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it would work, but
nope. It's got suckered in there, pal.
Then if he did this on Raw, then you've got Axelmania, haven't you? You need to do it the right way.
Yeah. Going to the bad knee.
And
are we going to get the Bret Hart figure 4 spot? No, we're going to get the. Yes, we are.
We are getting the figure 4.
Come on, there we go. Oh, come on.
Yes.
No,
I'm pretty sure in locking that on, he just dropped straight back onto his own neck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, he tapped.
Ciampa tapped. Ciampa definitely tapped.
Wouldn't count.
No.
I know. I suppose it wouldn't have counted.
No, see, this is. Oh, do a woo. Oh no. 1, 2. Now, see, was he imitating Ric Flair or was he imitating Jeff Jarrett?
Right. That's Flair. There we go.
That's a Flair, yeah.
Yes.
See, we can tell the difference because Jeff Jarrett would have leaned back and tugged on the foot.
I mean, this is where the psychology makes no sense. He just tapped. Like I know it was an illegal hold and whatnot on the ring post because of the figure 4, and now it's been reapplied back on the same knee, and it's been on for 30 seconds. You would have tapped.
Oh, there we go.
Though this is another one that makes no sense. Is the old rollover to relieve the pressure?
Yeah,
it doesn't actually work.
I don't want to be that guy and say probably the pet peeve sentence, but if this were real, then you would have submitted.
Can't say the R word, why? You know.
Yeah.
What? Rhubarb. Oh, different R word.
Different R word.
Yeah. Rhubarb. God's sake. Can't the F word and the R words. Never say those words.
Don't know what you're on about. You mean fake?
I don't want to alarm
How
anyone,
dare you.
but I've just had a look, and we're not even halfway through the show.
Yeah, but War Games was going to take ages.
That's what I mean. So how long is War Games going?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
So that was a suplex tumble out of the ring where Ciampa's back hits.
So Ciampa goes straight over and lands on his
feet, but
feet on the
back
floor.
into the mat, and Velveteen basically goes face first to the floor.
So who landed on his feet, immediately undoing his boot.
Does it count?
They never do Shimami count out finishes in NXT, do they? Not on a
No.
takeover. They probably should.
Are people chanting 10?
No,
no, well done.
It's the chanting the number next thing.
Oh, the 5, 6 thing.
Oh, that annoys the piss out of me. And yes, we know it's one fall. You don't have to repeat it.
That one is silly, but ultimately harmless fun. But the counting ahead of the referee is actively trying to balls it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least they're not doing it with a timer that on the Titantron.
That's true, yeah. Oh.
Oh. Nope. Oh.
Missed the ref.
Oh,
rolled up.
Oh, missed ref bunt.
Tights. Oh, the ref noticed he's got a handful of tights.
Oh.
I've never really understood why pulling the tights isn't allowed. Like,
oh,
I do love that. Two. I do love that Death Valley Driver roll through that he does.
Yeah.
It's so good. It can't be good for his head and his neck, but it fucking looks good.
At least we're getting to. Looks like we're going to the finish, boys. So see how this goes.
Been going a while on this one.
This has felt longer than the Black and Johnny match.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hello.
Well, it's done at a different pace, but it's not one of those of it's been slow and boring and methodical.
This has felt like a title match, hasn't it? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Knee to the face. Only gets 2 though.
Okay. Ciampa swearing.
That move always looks disgusting.
Yeah.
No. Go to the face first pedigree now, Ciampa. That's it.
I think it's one of those with sort of having history of broken back, just seeing that move, just like ugh.
Is that why you love Shawn so much? Like, you can sympathize with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is that a career?
Latter day Shawn Michaels and his broken spine, yeah.
Yeah. I still maintain that his comeback match with Hunter is one of my 5 favorite matches ever.
So I'd go with
there we go.
Oh, here we go.
No, they won't do that.
Him and Jericho from 19 was
the bell. Don't disqualify. Count
two.
1,
2.
Oh.
That's a good move for that.
You okay, White?
Oh, this match.
I'm just buying the near falls.
Oh, there we go.
He's lost
and
the
boot. Boots come off as well.
Oh.
Spike droop there, DDT. Oh, for a 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was almost for a 2. Only Randy Orton can beat people like that.
Though, my one thing, that guy who's in the front row in a shirt, how can he afford to be at every show at the front row every time?
Might be a member of staff. You never know. Oh, someone's got the boot. Good for him.
That or he has some dirt on someone, which is how he gets them.
Yeah. Dream's got an elbow and Ciampa's got the face first. Pedigree left.
Oh,
No, he's just.
this
Here we
is.
go.
I do love a retro pulling up of the mats to expose the concrete.
Yeah.
There's something
I'm
very
surprised
90s
you
about
like.
it.
Yeah. Oh, you do gotta love the old Stone Cold pile drivers on the exposed concrete, haven't you?
Well, I'm going sort of back, sort of even sort of like 91, 92 time. You knew shit was going down if they pulled back them big blue mats.
Oh, not
Oh
from
no.
here.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh. Do we get our table spot here, or are they going to somehow manage to get it in War Games? Somehow.
I think you get big war games table spot.
Oh, they don't have the roof anymore, so it's a possibility.
That
Gotta try.
or heaven forbid they don't break a table.
Oh, come on. Can't have a show without breaking a table. Like, granted,
No.
WWF probably broke a table every week during the Attitude Era, but oi,
Oh,
oi, oi, oi.
So you're just chewing out
That's just,
marrow.
yeah.
Mara was just saying that Velveteen.
Oh, it was on the
He's on the
padding. It's
padding,
fine.
though. Come
It,
on.
it was done well to look like it was on the concrete though.
Oh, kick out.
Rainmaker elbow
Rainmaker.
two.
Kick out.
Oh,
Oh,
Told you.
that is one of my pet peeves in wrestling. Ciampa looked at the ref.
oh,
Oh my god!
Oh,
It just went for
shit.
the elbow drop from the apron, and Ciampa moved. Yeah, when wrestlers look at the ref during the pin, I'm like, oh, they're kicking out.
Yeah, no, I never got that one, to be honest. That's what.
What's he doing here?
There?
On the
Oh,
metal between the rings. Oh,
Right.
Oh, that was a sore on my bum. That was a dragon.
that's the finish. Got to be, isn't it?
He
One,
might kick out.
2, and 3.
Oh, told you.
Ciampa wins. That
That was great.
yeah, it's
I prefer
it's
Johnny
Velveteen.
Black.
Yeah,
But
definitely
that
prefer
was
Johnny
great.
Black to that.
It's
It was a bit kind of homagey at the start of it, I thought, and it kind of
Yeah.
really picked up at the end of though. But that's like saying, oh, Johnny and Johnny and Alistair was like 10 or 9.5, and that was a 8.5, 9 out of 10. So it's still really good.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I do love about Ciampa is that he's just got that psycho killer side of him that at any point he can do something just as fucking horrible as DDTing on metal to finish a match.
Looking at my network, we've still got over an hour and 10 minutes to go, and one match scheduled.
Well, entrances will take a fair chunk of that. Promos will take a chunk out of it.
I suppose so.
Yeah, but War Games generally is quite a long match anyway.
Because time for them all to get into the match.
Yeah. Ooh, very well done. Very well done.
Yeah. Psycho Killer is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
and
so
it's nice to see him
surprised they've
away
called him
from
that.
Johnny as well. Like, it has been him and Johnny all year. So it's nice to see him have a big match at a takeover against someone fresh.
Yeah.
God, he's been out for ages.
That doesn't look like a comfortable position for either of them.
No. That's my comfort blanket title. There we go. Got a busted nose as well.
I mean, that's where the gloves came on.
That's my pet peeve, is when people are cut open during a match accidentally, and then the referee goes, no, stop. Like, we got through 30 years of people, getting through it, and now we have to sort of stop and make sure people don't cut. You know,
the issue is obviously that there's that whole thing of Hep and all the blood diseases that were more prevalent, yes, in the 80s than they are now because we have like, all the tests and stuff there. But I think they just have to be much more. Oh, he gave him a little kiss. Oh,
he's
yeah.
such a like. See, he's like, and there's the wave. That's the sort of like Johnny's more punchable as a heel. Like you just want to smack him, but
He's smarmy,
Tommaso
isn't
is yeah, but Tommaso is the like prime, top of the card heel because he's got everything. Like just you don't like the way he like hugs his title like a teddy bear, but he can go full psycho killer on you if the need goes to. And look at that, he's such a badass, isn't he?
And a wonderful beard.
That's the most important thing.
Well, priorities. It's a strong look. As he shouts "Dream over" as he waves to everyone. So I would say that we're pretty safe that no one's going to leave pre the Mania NXT, but normally it will be the guys that are on the takeovers and stuff, the ones that go up. Who is it that you see that could go up? Obviously, Undisputed Era are one of those of you could chuck them in right now, and in theory they would fit in because they are good enough. But again, they're another one of would they end up getting lost in the shuffle?
I mean, considering he's been there a couple of months now, and they've not featured him really much at all, you could have someone like Keith Lee completely bypass sort of the NXT TV system. He could be up by the Rumble, or you could involve him in the title picture at that stage. I mean, you've got 8 men in this match that we're about to have. Like, if depending on the outcome, like what do you do with Adam Cole? Like, it's either title picture or I know he's got the other belt, but
well, it's him and Ricochet, wasn't it? That sort of going.
But I mean, I can't imagine they'll both be doing that by Mania. It's really whoever they want. Like, you could probably make a short list of 10 guys that you could just call up on a moment's notice. Well, for you, who's your
see?
Who do you want the most?
Who do I want the most? I look at it and think. I mean, if you take Alistair up, with the right writing, he could be, as you said earlier, like the new Taker and sort of the big guy. And I think he's done enough in NXT now to be moved up.
Yeah.
I look at, obviously, as we said, Shayna could quite easily go up. Put her with Ronda. I suppose I would like to see like Pete on SmackDown, but again, I just think that he would be another one of those of the knob he would wear off quite quickly, and he then gets lost in the shuffle.
I would like to see a Matt Riddle Brock Lesnar match before Brock's done.
That would be interesting. I would love for Bro to just fuck him up.
Or a Keith Lee Brock Lesnar match.
Again, that would be interesting. Remember seeing Keith Lee and Daisuke Sakamoto in Colchester. That was both those lads, big lad wrestling, much fun.
Yeah, the main event of a couple of Rev Pro shows I went to were Keith Lee versus Ishii.
Ooh.
And
Oh, those
obviously,
matches are so good.
yeah, obviously Ishii is not the largest of men, but those were hoss battles in the purest sense. Like,
Yeah. No, I've watched that. I've watched the first one, I think, and it's like one of my favorite indie matches I've seen in
yeah,
Britain. So good. Like,
I was,
Ishii is just. I think he can have a good match with anyone if you give him time.
oh yeah, absolutely. I think I was there for both of them, and the first one was the better of the two.
Also,
Um,
what time are you at? Because I had a network crash and
So we have
one,
just got a graphic up for.
yeah, 1:39 and 50 seconds.
oh no, I'm way behind. Oh crap.
Now 1:40 now 1:40.
Okay, that's all right. I think I'm second ahead.
That's
I'm not
cool.
gonna
And
be able.
I'm a
Yeah.
second behind. So
Okay.
Well, we're all
between us
kind
all,
of even
we're all
out.
pretty much bang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Now the big question is: do we go for Adam Cole baby when he comes out?
I mean,
Remember last year when he was part of when Roddy was an AOP member.
yes. This was great last year.
I was so surprised with how good that match was. Actually,
I feel like this is going to be better.
Yeah, I think they got
we've got better guys in there, and I hate to say it, you know, the AOP were good for their role, which was to be, you know, the bottom for all big jumps and
If
the
you've got
big
War
lumps.
Raiders, Ricochet, and Dunn, I mean, rather
yeah
than AOP
Eric Young.
and
Eric
Sanity,
Young.
yeah,
Yeah.
is an upgrade. That ladder match where Cole won the title was also one of the best ladder matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, that
Mm.
is probably up there with the TLCs of 2000 for me.
Yeah.
So good. I'll probably nominate these guys as my team to take up. I just think they've just could easily be a kind of
Shield.
rival to like a Shield sort of um rival for when hopefully Roman comes back and stuff like that.
Yeah. These guys as well.
These two just proper fucking Huss beatdowns. And Ricochet does shit that no human should.
The NXT talent level is just absurd, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like Ricochet is one of my boys. Like, I absolutely adore him. Like as you said, he is basically our version of Rey Mysterio in that he does things that no one else can physically do, and he looks like he could turn a few men, let's put it that way, if he was that way inclined.
And that being said, he hasn't done the ultimate sin, which is go over your time on a tradition of having a mask, losing it, and then just putting it back on because someone paid you to. I hold that against Ray for his whole of his WWF run. Yes, it was awful and it shouldn't have happened that you lost your mask to Nash, but you did. Don't put it back on.
Maybe it's because he does also look quite ugly as well. He's not a very handsome Maui.
He does look like a child.
When he's 45, he looks like a child.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly as well is probably. I know Adam Cole gets all the spotlight, but he's probably been the MVP of the Undisputed Era. He's
like
you
can even add Roddy as well. But I'm a big fan of him.
Fans everybody here really.
Both Fish and O'Reilly, together are amazing, and if they weren't put with Adam Cole, I think they'd still be in the same position they are now as sort of tight champs and stuff. Obviously, we know Roddy's been put in because of Fish being injured for a while, but like they would still be there or thereabouts in the tag title things. I think the fact they've got Adam Cole with them just sort of brings the whole group up together. It isn't just a case of, but if they were all still there and still all separate, they'd still be at the same level they are. I mean, it's one of those of, even though they are together, they would still be top end talents because they're that fucking good.
Which is like, this is a bit of maybe an outlandish statement, but I would argue that probably O'Reilly and Fish/Strong are top 10 tag teams of WWE history.
I wouldn't put them that high as of yet.
I'm just saying that, you know,
there's definite potential.
They've had the match catalogue of almost nobody else, and they've got charisma, they've got, you know, character, they've got angles. I've got a big turn with Roddy.
The issue is, can they do it on? Can they do it on the main roster? Because I will go back to the Revival, as we were talking last week, or last time we did a special of how amazing the Revival are and how great they are, and the fact that they've been spunked away.
Depends on how much credence you have. The credence you have as well with how much does NXT success translate to like history rankings, I guess. Like I would say, like 2014 onwards has probably been as important for WWE. It feels like just another kind of, oh, here we go, Captain leading us out again.
Adam Cole starting.
He's got history, you know. It worked last year. Let's go with the same tactic, boys.
This is, I know I just said it, but this is an awesome entrance theme as well.
Yeah. Entrance theme's a bit hit and miss, I think, this new with CFO $S, whoever how you pronounce it.
Some of them are just 10 out of 10 though, like.
Yeah.
Like, I think they've got more like incredible ones than they have average ones.
Yeah, like Finn Balor and Shinsuke is world class, and here we go.
This Aleister Black.
Well, I was gonna say the Aleister Black one was. I can't remember who it is. It's a hardcore band, but they did that, not CFOs.
Right.
Neurosis. It was that was one of their songs anyway, which their mate with Aleister, so he helped come up with some of the lyrics for it, and they then went, well, you can have it, more than letting someone else come up with it and do it for them.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Here are the big boys.
I think Rowe has got the potential to be an actual main eventer if they ever want to go with him. I think he's so good.
Yeah, I think both of them just. I think they're one of those. You just keep them as a tag team forever as well, and
we just don't want to turn them into LOD. No, 21st century though. That's the only problem with it though.
Yeah, I get that, but this modern generation is missing specialist tag teams. You know, how many of the tag teams that we see are two singles guys that then ended up teaming up together? You know, I think of only like the Revival on the main roster, the Usos that have always been a tag team. I mean, these two, you bring them in as a tag team, you keep them as a unit.
No, Mr. Boy.
All about Pete.
Do you want to do a Samoa Joe style loving that I had last time?
I think he is the
Always got on the face paint too.
perfect UK champ. Like I've been to a couple of the tapings, and he's so over. I think like his ceiling's enormous. He's so young.
Mm.
He's so versatile. That's what I like about him the most. Like you can watch him for a certain indie promotion, and he'll have like the most hilarious, like Chris Hero, like Colt Cabana comedy match. Then he'll go in there and do some like ridiculous lucha. Then he'll have like a hard hitting Japan style match. Like he's so versatile for his age.
Mm.
He is like probably one of my top 5 active wrestlers. Yeah.
So I saw him do a swapped gimmicks match with him and it was one of the Anti-Fun Police. I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the Anti-Fun Police. So Pete came out in their shit. The Anti-Fun Police guy came out doing the whole Pete thing and mouth to the jaws, and it was just fucking hilarious for 15 minutes. And you just go, where's this when he's in the Fed? And like, he knows when he needs to do that.
I remember this is going back. I think we decided this was maybe 2015. I can't quite remember, but when a few of the older wrestling 20 years, we did a meetup. I mean, we went to a Revolution Pro show at York Hall, and Pete Dunne was like in the opener, like 2015, and like I remember Bob at the time just being like, "Well, that's a very generic name," and he didn't have a lot going on like in the ring, like just felt very flat. So that trajectory from 2015 to 2018, like the improvement is just unbelievable. Because I think
Bob thinks Owen Hart's average, so his opinion means nothing anymore.
I wondered how long it would take to get onto Owen Hart. It seems to be a regular occurrence.
It's honestly, it's now just a gimmick. I've forgotten what the original point was. Honestly, yeah, if I can get a Bob Bumper bashing with Owen Hart, then I feel like I've done my job as a Wrestling 20 Years Ago podcaster.
just get your licks in when you can.
Yeah. Oh, look, we've been mates for like 8 years now. We both can give each other both barrels, so we both know.
And I feel like I should point out, like at the time that was like Bob made the remark at that Rev Pro show, but he was on the money. Like that was the consensus at the time.
Yeah, no,
like
he was like I remember some Progress shows from 2015, 2016, and he's just nowhere near to where he is now. Like, so it just shows you it just takes a couple of years and to get what you know down, and it's bang, isn't it?
It's that deal, isn't it, that they've got like they can work all the indies and go all over the world, but be at the performance center when they need to be and on NXT. Like that is the perfect combination of what you need to improve.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, what's truly disgusting is when you look at someone like Tyler and go, he's 20 fucking 1.
I am fully in the Bate fan club. I adore him. I just think he's, big strong boy. Like if you can go and find the match he had with Walter,
is that the one from Ali Pali?
No, that's the one from Wembley.
Wembley. So it's the one that they put up for free, didn't they? Because the show overran.
Yeah, it's so good. Like he is just absolutely incredible. Here we go.
So, psychology-wise, they've already got off to a bad start here for me. Because Ricochet's got 5 minutes before he's going to be a man down, effectively. and Undisputed Era is going to have a second. So you need to go in there all guns blazing for 5 minutes. Spent 30 seconds stalling. And you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Well, isn't this like falls cut don't count until all 8 men in the ring?
No, they don't.
You can't do anything until the match beyond.
Yeah, no pins or submissions until the match only officially starts when everyone's in.
Well, I would say then maybe he's pacing himself. You know, there's no point going all guns blazing and then burn yourself out with.
But you don't want a fresh Adam Cole, and then in 4 minutes' time, Kyle O'Reilly's walking in the ring, and you've got both of them, and it's just you.
Yeah. Well, this is the issue with War Games in general, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Just strategy-wise, you'd think you'd try and take him out as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Did he watch the Riddle Ono match? Because
if you're going proper strategy-wise, you bring Sid Justice in to powerbomb someone into the roof. That's one of the most disgusting things I ever saw. Is like I think it's 91, when he basically power bombs Pillman into the roof of the cell and then tries to power bomb him down, but because it's not big enough, he just basically drops him on his head after ramming his head into the top of the cage.
Oosh. God rest his soul, Mr. Pillman.
Aye. At what point does Ricochet do some sort of random jump off the top of that cage?
It's
because he's definitely the one doing it.
Oh yeah.
Doing some sort of a flip-de-doo.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely.
So obviously end of year's coming up, and I think it's going to be quite interesting this year to see how all of us go into the end of the year votes. Because obviously this year, more than any other, everyone's done a bit of everything on the show. So everyone's had a bit of exposure to ECW, everyone's done a bit of WCW exposure, everyone's done some Fed stuff.
I haven't.
To be fair, I am completely ECW free, I believe.
I thought you'd done at least one or two of the things earlier on in the year.
I may have done January, February. If I did, I can't really remember. I've done a few WCW, but
no, I've literally only been on Fed stuff this year, which I'm fine with. But considering that my jam is cruiserweight wrestling, then
you should have been on.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong show.
This is my first end of year awards show, actually, we're coming into.
Hopefully we won't have any kind of Halloween Havoc style me getting a little bit too enthusiastic about it. But we haven't got Bob in the chair this time, so we haven't got any kind of like big personality.
Well, you've got me and Eric to be the voice of ECW, and fanboy over the fact that RVD and the Dudleys are to win every award.
I know I've just said that Cruiserweight is my jam, but I think my love of Cruiserweight is counteracted by my hatred of all things Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So that's probably why I've not been on the show otherwise I'll just be going, well, Hulk Hogan was on the show, so 0 out of 10. That's
that was beautiful.
Wow, that is a wonderful balance. Though, spoiler, because obviously if you're listening to this, you already probably have listened to the show on Patreon for the ECW show, which is up. But an ECW pay-per-view, the highest rating one of us gave it was a 2. Wow. Someone gave it a 1. One of us gave it a 0.
Who's going then? Please don't let all 3 of them run in, because otherwise it's just a bit too. Oh yeah, one referee's little arm is going to stop you from running in.
I'm disappointed he hasn't come down playing air guitar.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
but he has just been absolutely superb this year. O'Reilly, like those matches with Mustache Mountain are.
I was at the Royal Albert Hall for the title
awesome.
change.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable. That was one of the best matches I've ever seen live. It was so good. The heat
and the best part is that was probably the worst one of the three.
Yeah, I know. The atmosphere was just on another level because there was literally no one in that, because it was like the day after they'd announced the full extent of NXT UK and the fact that it was going to be like NXT UK tag belts.
Yeah,
like everyone was like, there is a 0% chance of a title change here. The celebrations went on for about 15 minutes.
Has anyone watched the NXT UK stuff actually?
I haven't.
I've not had time just because there's just so much going on at the minute. That
I went to one of the taping nights, but I haven't actually been watching the TV show.
Yeah, it's on that list of things to watch, but with Red Dead Redemption and a child, don't get all the time that you want.
Well, I have neither of those things to worry about. So,
what's your excuse?
I don't have a PS4. And let's not get into the other one. just trying to. Long story short, moved down from Scotland. A lot more with more of my mates. So just trying to have a bit of a kind of more active social life these days.
Socializing over wrestling.
I know. Sorry. Well, it's weird because I don't watch any of the big shows anymore. Like I would just watch the highlights on YouTube if need be. I would watch 205 Live, NXT if I can, and NXT UK's further, and probably Progress is up there as well. As I would watch Progress as soon as it comes out on their streaming service. So, hello.
Oh,
nice
free wave going on here. Here we go.
Ricochet needs 10 seconds to go pretty quickly.
Gotta go row. I'm going row.
Pete.
Or Pete.
I reckon Pete comes. You send one.
Might be
send the big boys later.
Yeah. Oh. That's the one pick. One guy we didn't think would be at all. So
no. Good prediction there.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that little spot might play into the match later? Pete will be pissed off that they kept him.
Oh, we'll see. Haven't thought about that, but
a bit of foreshadowing.
It could do.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Obviously, I know it's all been pre-taped and stuff, so may not. But how much in canon?
Whoa, Jesus!
Are they connecting both of the NXTs, the UK and?
I think not.
I imagine they're aren't they? I would have thought that it would have been just a different show.
No, not at all. It's a completely different brand, completely separate roster. There's barely any crossover. The only crossover is like Pete appears on NXT.
Yeah, and I suppose Mustache Mountain appear fairly often on NXT as well.
Yeah, but they have entirely separate rivalries, and like their feuds don't carry over, nor do their storylines. Like,
okay.
I would have imagined that. I thought you meant like Pete Dunne would be a heel in NXT UK and a face in NXT.
Well, no, he's still Pete Dunne. Like he's exactly the same character, but there has not and probably never will be a mention of the Undisputed Era. Like he had the tapings I went to. Spoilers for I don't know if this is aired or not. He had already defended against what's his name? Zach Gibson. And then he defended against Noam Dar, and then he defended against Danny Burch. They were his three rivals, probably. And that
Danny Burch.
That was probably 3 months worth of TV there. Like, So
Zach Gibson, I think, is probably one of my boys as well. Like he is.
oh no, oh no, oh
What?
no! I can't,
What
I
is it?
can't, I can't
What?
handle him.
What is in like you can't handle him? Just the heat
I,
in
yeah,
terms of
yeah, I
real heat,
hate
or
him. Yeah, yeah,
oh right, okay,
so like I suppose that's a compliment, but like I
yeah.
do just hate the bloke.
It's
Okay.
Scousers, isn't it? That's what that is.
It's not just Scousers. I promise. It's this one particular Scouser.
No, I do. I would buy a T-shirt if I had a chance. I must admit. This must be 3 minutes coming up now, surely. Oh, there we go.
Nicely timed. Right.
Roderick. No,
Yeah.
Bobby Fish. Bobby
I'm gonna
Fish.
go strong here.
Strong to come in.
Oh,
Damn it.
yeah. Roger Strong's in.
See, this is a guy who should never ever move to the main roster unless he's part of Undisputed Era.
Yeah, he'd get wasted.
He's got no mic talent. He's just a really good, competent wrestler. You know, that's it.
I'd still like to
Really.
see him v Daniel Bryan
I
again.
think yeah. I
Or-
think every single wrestler they bring in would like to see him with Daniel Bryan.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with Roddy, you put him in there with
Oof.
Oh my
an
god.
AJ. Oh,
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 hello.
he's absolutely destroyed Ricochet.
Jesus Christ.
Ah,
Oh,
Fuck.
Ricochet no longer has a spine.
Strong versus Alexander in the Battle of the Backbreakers. And every single World Strong wins.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Boot to the face. Stomp to the head and
oh
big.
god.
Oh, these three work so well together.
they do that now.
Yeah. Who's another kind of small Ring of Honor guy that we can bring in to replace whoever gets called up first?
When they get called up, just put Cedric with them.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's that.
Where's Kasabian? Where's he at the minute?
You could. I don't know. The ship's kind of sailed like on the Jay Lethal front, but like Jay
I think he's a
Lethal.
bit too old now.
Yeah. I still feel like he'll be there at some stage, even if it's just like one of those sort of NXT runs, and
Yeah.
he'll
He can
go.
get he can feud with Velveteen Dream and he can be
Yes.
Black Batismo and
Yes.
Velveteen could do Black Hogan, and we can have
Velveteen-
WrestleMania 5 again.
Nice. Trying to think of anybody else who's coming through Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor just seems to be at the minute just the elite and the Cody Rhodes and that lot,
Yeah.
doesn't
Well, you've got Dalton Castle and.
Because I watched.
They've signed Punisher Martinez as well, though, haven't they? So another Ring of Honor.
yeah.
So it's as I said, I watched All In, but other than like the being the elite guys, most of them I hadn't heard or seen of.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I feel like
theory.
Pete is gonna be.
Angry Peter.
Yeah, I feel like we might see him kick off at his own team a little bit later on. That's twice.
Well, if you call this, then
I don't think we see Pete join the Undisputed Era or anything like that. But I just
no,
mean
I can't see it.
there's a bit of dissension. Oh, that was nice.
Nice.
Nope.
Big lad wrestling.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
What would have been more fun there is if he just picked him up and lobbed the other guy at him.
Oh, give me Rowe versus Walter any day. That would be awesome. Or Keith Lee versus Walter. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Still got another 32 minutes.
I'm
And
not
we've only got
complaining
one.
as things
No.
stand. The action has
Oh
been
my
great so
god.
far.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, this is interesting.
Power slam and power bomb. Whoa.
Novel. They definitely the two big lads that can do that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
That
Have
was,
they actually
that was
had a
really
match
special.
for the tag titles? Did they face in Brooklyn? No, it was Master Smack in Brooklyn, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Well,
got to be the Rumble match, isn't it?
well, so far we've got Black versus Ciampa, we've got War Machine versus Undisputed. So that's 2 matches done. Oh god.
I suppose we'd probably get a American title match between
Cole and Ricochet again, probably.
Ricochet again.
Yeah. That's the only little bugbear I have with NXT. Only little bugbear is that sometimes they can drag the feuds out quite a bit.
I mean, we probably won't be right. Like, Riddle and Keith Lee will
Jesus.
both feature somehow. Like, I'm not sure how, but like they could have a four-way for the American title.
Yeah, then we're getting into kind of just 4-way scramble things, you know. I would happily have NXT go to bi-monthly shows because they've got the roster now where they can rotate them a little bit. You know, we don't have to see Cole, Ricochet, and all those guys on the same show. If like EC3's not on this show, and he's just been kind of been an afterthought.
Still waiting for
Fish
the
is
big
about to come in.
diving moment of this match.
No,
Oh yeah,
that
but
will be with everyone in, won't it? It'll be
yeah.
a dive onto all seven. Bobby Fish.
Well, I mean, it's not supposed to wait, but how is Bobby Fish? Oh, hello. Oh.
Pete working the fingers.
Oof. What's he doing here?
I mean,
Putting his own pole on the
he
door.
can paddle it, but the ref
Right.
has the key because he just
The key's
unlocks
in the
it.
padlock still.
Oh, he's got the key.
Yes.
Couldn't the referees, like, I don't know, do something?
Grab it.
Well, this is going to play into your theory a little bit even more now, isn't it?
What? Because I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, there we go. Although saying that, he has got that knee strapping, so maybe they want to limit him as much as possible.
It wasn't there a report a while ago that Pete was like quite severely injured.
I'd heard that he
hello.
was
They've got
sort of
Undisputed
taking off
branded chairs.
some of the UK shows he was taking off.
We need to get our branding in here, lads. We need to.
Yes.
We've merchandised our own chairs.
Well, they can put the clock up for Pete, but I don't think he's getting in there in 3 minutes.
No.
Nope.
So is it? I thought it was 3 minutes from the timer, but it's actually 3 minutes as soon as they actually get in the ring.
Yeah.
So right. See,
it's
how
liberal wrestling rules with timings.
Oh yeah, like the Royal Rumble where they occasionally have 50-second entrances. Oh, there we go. You just missed it,
air guitar chair.
Bobby Fish as well is another guy that, like, when he started out, there was no way he would have thought he would have been in this high much of a prominent position.
Mm.
Like he's just got there for just being a good solid pro.
Yeah, rammed in there.
Oof.
Yep. Nice. See, this is what War Games should be.
Oh.
Jesus. Yeah, it's one of these because I'm slightly behind you. I hear your reactions to it and go, oh, something fun's coming. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Do you want me to pause it for 2 seconds?
Nah, it's fine. As I say, don't worry about it for the fact that I'm mere, like, a couple of seconds behind.
One issue that the Undisputed Era do have is that until Pete Dunne gets in the ring, they can't win.
Ah, but they can't lose if they break everyone.
But the match will just never end.
They'll just climb out the ring. They'll just climb out the cage.
No. If you leave the cage, you forfeit.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to them. They just beat them up, haven't they?
Yeah, but they'll lose.
Just who cares?
Wins and losses should matter, all right? They should.
Kayfabe upholster, Mr. Chris White.
What if wins and losses don't matter? Then what are we even doing?
Why are we here?
Yeah.
I'm here to just kick ass, take names, and chew bubble gum.
All right, Roddy.
Well, anyone bothered with the most cutters or anything like that for
the most
trying to help
pointless countdown ever? Or the other? Oh, hello.
Oh, the ref's going to open up.
Oh, here we go.
One of them. Yes, of course. Oh, look. I can't open it up. It's bolted. Your key is not going to work for the other padlock.
I love if it was a master padlock. What kind of good,
Like, surely you'd have been on the lookout for the other key or bolt cutters up until
someone would have got a spare key.
The fact that key was lobbed into the crowd, you'd imagine that someone would maybe have caught it and gone, oh, I've got the key. Thrown it back. No.
Logic. Get on the megaphone. Would the fan that has the key to Pete Dunne's cage please go to aisle 4?
I suppose it's better than the person who's parked an Astra out the front. You've left your lights on.
You've left a child stranded in the dairy of the aisle. Hello. Oh, it's stereo superplex. Lovely stuff. Top rope, baby. Nice stuff.
There we go.
And I've got it.
I feel like they could have been looking for those a little bit earlier.
At the same point, why?
Oh, there we go.
A wrestling show. Why would you ever need bolt cutters?
Mr. White, I hope you're about to. Mr. White, I hope you're about to savor this moment.
For God's sake.
Yeah, he clearly is injured here. This is a problem. Off.
Oh, caning onto the fingers.
Oh, don't slip.
Yeah, put out that knee more.
I feel like Adam Cole could have probably moved his hand there.
Oof.
I do like a lovely cage shot to the head.
Yeah. But also, when did the kendo stick become like a staple wrestling garbage match instrument?
ECW, 1996.
No, but it was Sandman's gimmick for years, and then all of a sudden, let's just use it. Let's just make it the same as a trash can.
That was when it turned up in WWF.
I can't remember a single Singapore cane shot they had.
Oh, sort of. Once you get to the guys from ECW start turning up, Cactus Jack, Mankind's.
Lacey!
Get the tables.
Pete is very evidently injured.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying in a minute.
He hasn't taken a bump yet, and he's He's a little bit limpy.
Well, when he was walking to the ring, you could clearly see it.
Yeah, he's hurting.
So
Yeah, he does. He was walking like me on a Thursday morning after football. You know, those old man legs sort of kick in, and you're like, I'm too old for this shit.
bloody hell, how many tables are you going for?
There's only 2 in there.
Oh, I thought there was 3 in there. Oh, fair enough.
No.
Right, come on, Pete. Just muscle
The
through.
match hasn't started yet, guys.
and
Now the match beyond has begun.
right, so Pete, you're injured. Let's just drop the belt to Gibson and move on.
No.
See, here's one for the UK side of it. Would you think that Jimmy Havoc would ever get on for the Fed? Because, you know, I do love the King of the Goths, and Jimmy is an amazing, amazing lad.
The thing is, NXT UK has that. It has the feel of the world of sport target audience. It's not like
oh, Jesus Christ, this is going to be carnage.
NXT UK has a younger target audience than NXT. So for that UK market, I can't see him there. It would have to be full NXT.
But the problem is like he is top 5 stars of the scene.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 of them tied up already with Dunn and Bate. You've got 2 out. Ah, God.
Oh!
Oi, camera hand, get the hand out the way. And you've got Ospreay and Sabre Jr. obviously tied up with New Japan. So
even Marty, yeah.
Oh yeah, Marty.
Maura's line there was
What's happened to Marty? Where's he gone?
He's in the Elite.
Yeah, he's in the Elite doing.
Oh yeah, he was pressing a card, wasn't he? And
yeah.
Oh no.
The line there from Mauro, I don't know if you guys can hear, was Dunn may be a vegan, but he has a propensity for finger food tonight.
Though I do have to blame Pete for one thing, because obviously Will watching lots of NXT and the UK stuff with me. Whenever we fuck about and ever play wrestling, he does go for the fingers and tries to bend my fingers back all the time. And I'm just like, yeah, because that's what Pete does. He's like, yep, that's what Pete does. That's what I'm going to do to you.
At least he's not doing Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, there is true.
Oh.
Though, you know, I have seen Jimmy do a kids show, and it's interesting to see Jimmy doing a PG show.
He had a match with Ginny at this random show in Brighton, I think, and it was really good. So he can do it.
Oh God.
That was interesting.
Probably didn't get hit there. That's quite good. That was nice safe spot. Right, where are you going now, boys? How long have we got left now? About 15 minutes. So we still
21 minutes.
So we still have time for 2 table spots, a ricochet dive off the cage, and other things. Such a madman.
Novel way of doing it. Jesus. Those two shouldn't be able to do that shit.
No, they can't do that shit. Can you imagine a Hanson versus Killian Dane horse match? There's just so many horses, and yet none of them are being really utilized at the minute, apart from these guys.
Chair to the head. Oh, it's Bin's head.
Bin's the head. Oh, I do love me some stiff kicks.
Yeah.
Like, boom.
Especially when they're being delivered by Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly, him and Black had a random match at NXT last year. Last year. so
Yeah, it wasn't.
so
It was
good.
his debut, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
then he just lost.
Yeah, he just lost, but like I don't care because it was such a good match.
Yeah.
Bang. Pete Dunne's literally done absolutely nothing
Yeah.
all
No,
match.
he hit some
Kendo stick shots
Yeah,
and
hit some
then
Kendo sticks and got chopped.
yeah,
And he's clearly not okay.
no.
Come on, Pete.
White has bigged you up all show.
He's going for it. He's holding his own here.
Yeah. It's because he hasn't got to do a bump. He's fine with scrapping.
Well, I mean, he
Oh.
just single-handedly laid out all 4 of the Undisputed Era.
Oh. Oh no! Don't fucking kick him with the bad knee.
Oh, that's
nice.
beautiful.
That's good. Oh, that's the point. If there's no disqualification, the rope breaks are useless, aren't they?
Yes.
Rope breaks are useless in terms of you don't have to break the hold, but the tap out would be illegal.
Really?
Yeah, that's the actual rule. So
Oh,
if you get to the rope and tap, the match isn't over, but they also don't have to break the hold.
Oh, see, this is what I don't care what happens the rest of the show. Now, that's actually made a big difference to me watching matches going forward because I get so pissed off.
Yes, so it's just not a valid submission anymore.
Ah, there we go. See, learn something new every day. Oh my god!
But I still find this is all wrong because it should be submit or surrender only once you're in the match beyond.
The match.
So if there's no pinfalls around here, WCW purist when it comes to war games. Well, no, NWA purist.
Oh shit! Oh, fucking hell!
Pretty sure he just smashed his own teammate's arm.
Pretty much, it looked like it.
Don't apply a submission to Pete's bad knee, please.
Don't tear his kneecap.
Oh god, this is great. Like, that's such good storytelling.
Ricochet's gonna go over the top.
Yeah, called it. I imagine Maro's probably calling up that Pete's injured as well. Where's Ricochet gone?
He's gonna fly.
Oh no, there he is.
Oh no, he's still there.
He'll jump over the whole thing and break it up. Oh, he's doing it. Yeah, there we go.
Good.
There we go. And still the table's there. We're just waiting for it. Oh my god.
That was a bit of an over rotation.
I'm just going to call anything like that the Rikishi bump because that's the first time I saw it, and that's what I will call it from now on.
Oh, this is.
This has been better than last year's.
Yeah, I think it helps not having 3 teams.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
It's all about one. There's no kind of weird. It's just one-on-one sort of thing. Oh,
definitely makes it easier to follow when it's you've got your 2 teams.
Yeah. Oh god! Stop using your bloody long bad knee.
Peter just will not learn.
What's going on here?
It's gonna do something silly. Ricochet looks like it's gonna go for a mega fucking Hurricane Rana.
Yep. Nice work.
And Pete fucks his knee up more by having to take a side suplex onto the knees.
At least he went. Oh no, he did kind of land just straight on the knee. I was going to say, at least he went the right way, but no, he didn't. He just full on the bad knee.
No, yeah,
he's fucked.
Let's just look at him. Yeah, he's screwed.
So it's okay. I've got another knee.
I just don't want him to have to forfeit the title.
Well,
No,
because they've taped up to the end of the year, haven't they already? So there's no more tapings.
But if he needs
anytime
surgery
soon.
or something.
Well, you know the.
Oh no!
Oh fuck's sake!
Oh no!
Dodgy table.
Botchamania chance? Anywhere, Chris?
Oh,
Not yet.
Well, this is the other way round where the table breaks
Yes.
early. I'd rather that than having a table that just refuses to break.
I am the table.
Oh god. Oh no, fair enough.
Oh,
I do love that.
I wonder what the table spot was because they're just ignoring it.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Spear? Yeah.
Yep. Love how Rowe puts his hands behind his back straight away.
Yeah. That I'll get into position to take the brunt. So there are ways of doing that without making it look as obvious.
Yeah. I love how why is Smith like that's another thing that's like it's not a pet peeve, but it always like a question mark. Why does the guy who did the spear always feel like he's knocked out as well?
You kind of DDT yourself sometimes.
Because depending on where you're spearing into, depends on where your head's just rammed into.
Maybe. There we go. Just don't break. Don't break before it goes wrong. Oh, hello.
I thought he was going to do a fucking reverse Karana through the table then.
I feel like the table was just in the way at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not.
Oh no! Don't break! Don't break! Don't break! Don't break!
Gingerly lie down.
Where's Roddy?
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
See,
I've just got perfect questioning timing.
Well, that's where Pete is, but we all know he's done.
Yeah. They're just booking Gibson versus Dunn as we speak. Oh my god, no.
Oh Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
big lad splash.
Ah! Roddy's got to come in, thank God. If Carlo Roddy kicked out of that, I would not have been happy.
Pete's just on his own far left.
Just having a little cry, probably.
Oh no.
Oh fucking hell.
It is impressive that he got that much of a bounce on it, though.
Oh yeah, like he can do. There's nobody in the industry that can do the things that he can do with his size. Though, realistically, though, can he? Right. So who've we got? Who's left? Who isn't dead?
Well,
just Adam Cole.
Yeah, Pete Dunne's just dead in general, even if he wasn't.
No.
Roddy's probably should be alive. But Fish and Rowe are coming too. Oh. Repeating the same spot from last year, are we?
No, Ricochet's going up too, isn't he?
Oh god.
Oh god.
No, you're not doing that, pal.
They could at least be standing up on there.
I'd rather they didn't, to be honest. Just for my own peace of mind.
But who doesn't want to see them fall to the floor?
Oh, you're such a sadist.
I think if someone had fallen to the floor and died, I'd have probably heard about it. So I'm okay if they do stand up.
Oh god. Roddy. Right, boys, it would be Pete Dunne doing this, but unfortunately he's rather incapacitated, so Ro, you're gonna have to get up soon. Oh, there goes Rods.
Oh, Pete, don't start climbing, mate.
Yeah. don't do things like that. Pete, don't get down.
Or we've all been worked, and this is just an amazing sell job.
Yeah, Pete is actually fine.
Oh, top rope. No, top cage superplex.
Oh, don't punch his knee.
How is he alive? Oh, here we go. Tower
Oh my
Doom.
god, what?
Oh, this is gonna be some fucked up Tower Doom spot.
Like, oh dear. This is ridiculous.
No. Well, crucially though, Ricochet's still alive and not involved in this.
Oh dear.
For
Oh
fuck's
my
sake.
god.
I suppose they needed
And
somehow
yeah.
That was
a mess, I think is the correct term.
Ro's been petrified.
the crowd is screaming Ricochet, which is like pretty harsh on the 7 guys that pulled off that spot.
Yeah.
Didn't include him.
Well, we're all waiting for you now. So what are you gonna do?
No.
I expect from there,
Well, this is
at least 6 to 7 rotations.
Yeah, I was gonna say this isn't Ricochet level. I was expecting more. You
can't do a 6:30 from here.
Right. Okay. Let's go for it then.
Or can he?
Everyone, let's go.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
So, really trying to nail it, he just landed on his feet.
Some people are just too.
Just some people are just never happy.
No. Oh, he nearly did. In fairness, it's very
It wasn't
close.
far off.
On the slow mo. Oh, here we go.
One, 2 rotations.
Yeah. I like this spot. Separating off. Taking a ring each. Charge!
Do you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when there's about to be a massive wall of death at a gig.
Yes. Except Pete can't run.
Yeah.
Fun to say.
I'm pretty sure you could just, chuck Pete on the back of one of the War Machine.
Yeah.
We'll just use him as a cannonball for the rest of the card.
This is quite cool.
It's cool. Oh, there we go.
Fight forever.
Oh God, stop! Don't chant that. So who are we picking? Right, we're in the home stretch now. Who we're going for?
I'm still going with Undisputed Era.
I'm picking the. I'm going the faces.
Going faces too.
Oh,
that's a bit weird.
Probably one of War Raiders pinning one of the tag champs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Ah!
Fuck!
Well, that's Kyle though. He's gonna He's going to save them all.
That's it. Check them out.
Oh. There's no world where that finisher isn't awesome.
Did I just see that?
Oh my god. The handspring back elbow.
He went all to Jiri.
That's insane.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a bit nasty from Peter.
Better end, come on, Pete. Oh, it's been spiked. Oh no.
That shot.
Oh.
Oh, you're in trouble
What is
here,
this?
Pete.
Oh shit. Kick out. 1, 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we haven't done our massive jump yet.
Oh, Ricochet's. Unless
Bitter end.
Oh, bitter end.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
That's it. That's got to be it.
That'll be it. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. And that's our match for Royal Rumble.
That was fucking awesome.
Pete versus Ricochet.
Pete, Ricochet, and Cole for the US belt. Because they both got the pin.
That was fucking awesome.
That was very, very wonderful. So yeah, NXT again proving that they can fucking do banging pay-per-views constantly.
I wonder if there will ever be a bad takeover.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. I'm sure it is. Like,
it just doesn't happen, does it? On any level.
No, the only way it's a bad show, like, is if it's, I don't know, boring is the wrong way of saying it, but it's quite like middle of the road, which I think they have done a couple of times in like 2017.
I'm gonna say some of those early ones at times weren't amazing.
I love the early ones.
Bo, Dallas, and Neville being on top.
Yeah, but that had the Cesaro Zayn match on it.
Yeah, I suppose they had the better undercards, but the title matches weren't all that.
Because Neville won it on the first one, and then you like as soon as you got from Neville and you went into the Neville Zayn feud, that was amazing.
Yeah, and you had all the horsewomen kind of matches as well.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time we really got a sense that okay, women can actually have wrestling matches and not just be bathroom breaks.
And then yeah.
I still think the downtime was Bobby Roode and like
Nakamura through to McIntyre.
Yeah, that kind of period was
Roode to Nakamura to Roode to McIntyre was the low point, but it was still like.
But at that point, that was where the tag teams were killing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's always been something.
And this is the point where everything's firing, really.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, like the women have now Baszler and Sane. That's someone else. Kairi Sane. Like the North American feud. This is like the mid card. This is the mid card.
This is the mid card scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. And then you had Johnny and Aleister Black, which was sensational.
Yeah.
The title match was great in a very different way. The women were on fire, and like the introduction of Matt Riddle.
And we got the King of Bros.
This is an A show.
Oh yeah.
Out of 10.
This is definitely one of those of when we get to this point in 20 years' time when we're still doing the show. Is why I've said to Rory, I am doing NXT because I will quite happily.
Whoa, I've already also made that claim, so I think we'll be having both of us on there. I can't face 3-hour Raws. I can't watch these Raws. I don't watch them now, let alone in 20 years.
But that's all right, because when it gets to like 2029, we can go. And YouTube has now been invented, so we can just watch the Raws on there. It's great.
in 3-minute clip form.
Yes.
So.
And there we go.
we are done for this. So it is time for us to say thank you very much again for putting your hand in your pocket and joining us on Patreon. It has been awesome to sit and chew the fat as we've all watched Takeover, which was an awesome show. So first things first, Dan, it has been a pleasure. Do you have anything or any wares that you would like to pimp before we leave everyone today?
No, just again, thank you to everyone who has been listening to us watch along with this awesome show. I hope you recommend your friends, your fellow Wrestling 20 Years Ago podcast listeners to come and just give a wee couple of bits of change. You're getting extra content. You're helping us do the show for the next 20 years. And so then we can talk about it in timeline and go, yeah, NXT's fucking awesome.
Yeah, as I sort of jokingly said on Twitter, I'm gonna hand over my reins to Will in 20 years' time and go, look, there you go, you can rewatch the shit from when you were a kid. Mr. White, anything you would like to pimp, add, or say before we leave?
No, just very thanks if you're listening to this show and you're a patron. Thank you very much. I hope you continue to support the show, and we'll continue to bring you fun bonus content. I think it's been decided that the takeovers will be a theme, so we'll see you in January for the takeover special, which will be, I believe, in Phoenix. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's where the Rumble is. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed this, that will be there in January. Of course, you'll get a December Patreon special as well, which I'm not quite sure what that is. It's probably already been decided, but yeah. So thanks for supporting the show and keeping it so we can keep bringing you your 20 years ago content on a monthly basis.
So yeah, again, as you all know, as you are here, you do get your early access. You are getting your specials. Next month's special is me and Eric going all the way back to the 80s in a show and tell with tunes special as we review the very first WWF wrestling album. So yeah, we got a music special. That's going to be fucking awesome. Obviously, in this month's normal shows, Volume 1 will be WWF, which is Survivor Series 98, Dead Games Tournament. WCW's Volume 2, which is whatever the November pay-per-view is, I don't know.
World War 3.
World War 3, there we go. And as said earlier, obviously ECW is November to forget. Not to give any hints away, but fuck me, that was bad. So yeah, if you want to hear the two sort of main people that love ECW absolutely slaughter it, you have to listen to this month's ECW show because me, Eric, and Bob just fucking slaughter that show because it was awful. Yet the month's TV coming out of it was one of the best months of TV in months. ECW, you are an enigma in a massive fucking pool of contradictions. So, as I said, thank you very much for putting your hand in your pocket so you can listen to this. Next month in December, the Patreon special, as I said, is the wrestling album, so it's a show and tell with tunes special. We've also got for you next month is a bumper month of shows. There will be 2 WWF shows. One is Captain Carnage on its own, and then you're also going to have normal TV and pay-per-view. There will be, obviously, WCW show, which will be Starrcade, and a TV month of ECW, plus the annual end-of-year awards and fat-chewing session. So, yeah, December will be as busy as always, but, what else are you going to do over Christmas? Speak to the in-laws? Put us in your ears, much more fun. So, until every other episode is up for the month, and the special next month. If you've enjoyed us, please, as Chris and Dan have both said, share with friends. Tell them to pop their hands in their pockets so they can hear this content. And until next time, I bid you all adieu.